Things are pretty miserable at the moment after the attack in a synagogue in Manchester, the genocide in Gaza, the surge of the far right, what's happening with Trump, Nigel Farage. So much shit is going on. I thought we'd go over a hilarious video of a Fox News interview with a former Antifa member, a whistleblower who breaks their silence on the influence of Antifa. Let's get straight into it because this is just crazy. Obviously fake, just silly, insane.
Eric, who was part of Antifa for 10 years. He's disguised himself to protect his life. All right, so Eric, how'd you get roped into the whole Antifa thing?
From who? There's been no deaths under Antifa. It's not an organization. It's not funded. There's no leader. There's no way of joining. No offense to Antifa, but the fact that they're seen as this powerful militia group, they are nothing. I've said it before. They are nothing. And the fact, oh my God.
Hey Jesse, how you doing? It started when I was young. I got in through working with different groups like the ARA, Cop Watch, Food Not Bombs, when the punk rock movement and stuff when I was younger, growing up in Seattle. Probably about 9th grade or so is when I started.
What'd they have you doing in 9th grade?
Mostly recruiting, working with youth, getting, and just going out, spitting out the message. And the thing is to, a lot of people get into it because they want to, so.
Generally, that's how things work. If they want to do something, generally they do it.
There's an error, especially when you're younger, that, you're out here and you're doing something, and that's very appealing.
So was violence like the core mission of the movement?
If it is, they're not doing very well, are they? Because the far right are responsible, extremist right in America are responsible for 76% of domestic terrorism in America. We saw it the other day, a young, insane lad run over 2 young girls for criticizing, joking about Charlie Kirk's death. No news about it. No news about it. Not even mention of his right-wing ideology. If this was the other way around, you'd see it. They'd be talking about it for weeks. But because it's a right-winger, you don't hear anything.
At that age, I thought it was a perk, yeah.
So you got a kick out of it?
Oh, for sure.
Any evidence of this violence?
And that's kind of how you recruited. Like, hey, come join this crew. We're going to have some fun, get into some trouble, blow off some steam.
Oh, absolutely.
There's rumors about that this is Michael Rappaport. I don't think it is. I don't think it looks like him. Maybe a little bit. I don't know. Obviously, he's got quite a strong New York accent. I don't think it's him because why would he do it? I know he's right wing, but surely can get any guy doing it. The fact that he's in disguise, like who's going to come after him now? No one gives a shit about Antifa apart from insane right wingers who are so conspiratorial and just assume that Antifa are this big scary force, even though they are nothing. I think Eddington, the guy who did Midsummer, Ari Aster film, kind of satirized this, like Antifa, this omnipotent, scary, well-funded, powerful force, when this could not be further from the truth.
Because you're young and you're idealistic and you feel like you don't have a lot of control in your life, and so if you can go out there and make yourself a hassle, then that's better than being an anonymous kid.
That's true. So, I mean, what kind of violence were you guys getting into? Like explosives or vandalism?
Oh,
what?
Yeah. So it would have been.
Even this guy's laughing like, are we really doing this? Are we really doing this?
About 9th grade or so. Get on a few years. growing up in Seattle, we had those the riots in '99, and yeah, I was ready to go, man. I had little Molotov cocktails in my bedroom and a copy of the Anarchist Cookbook that I had photoshopped or photocopied at the time from
Like a cartoon version on the left. Like, we're all bomb makers. We love Molotov cocktails. It's just so silly. Like, and obviously this is for the Fox News audience, and they lap this up. They will love this. Be like, oh, yeah, the scary left are out of control. They're insane. And then you look at the fact that most shootings, school shootings, domestic terrorism is from the right wing. But no, they have to even deleting studies from the DOJ that most violence comes from the right wing. Like, you couldn't make this shit up. It's insane.
a friend of mine's older brother. Like, it was just at the time, and like.
Sounds like he's lying. Like, you're just making up on the fly. Like, I had Molotov cocktails in my bedroom. Okay, so did you commit violence? What did you do? Why did you do it? Because most leftists are against violence. It doesn't work in our democracy, in our current framework. It just doesn't help your cause. It doesn't. We are non-violent for a reason. There's a reason why the right wing love violence, because they love death, destruction, and that's what they do. The left, very little violence from the left.
Oh, this is just a good time, and it's only later on that you get more involved with the ideas, the philosophies, the direct action.
Just saying buzzwords: direct action, mutual aid, revolutionary action praxis.
Ideologies that go deeper into, later on becoming like a full-blown anarcho-communist and syndicalist.
So what?
Can you explain these terms?
What does that mean? What was the ideology? Full-blown communism?
I wonder what they think full-blown communism is, because all it is this classless, stateless, moneyless society. A society where it's assumed that, and it is a utopian society where people organize together. People are cooperate, they work together. There's not a class disparity. People work in the interest of people's needs. And you could say this is idealistic, and it somewhat is. I think it is. But we can make the society we want to. There are political choices. We have agency. Capitalism makes us believe that there's no alternative. People, there's that phrase, people can almost see the end of the world before they see the end of capitalism. That's how caught we are up in capitalism. The idea of the communism is the challenge to that, a rejection of hierarchy, a rejection of the state, rejection of monetary, decommodifying the market, objects. I mean, but they're not interested in any of this. They're not interested in the ideas or coming up with a better society that works for the majority. They're not interested.
I mean, a lot of it is these are accelerationism.
What? You're just saying words now. Full blown communism. A lot of these, they're accelerationism. They're accelerationists, are they? Or Antifa accelerationists now? Okay.
It's not the slow march to the institutions. It is, we want this and we want it now. And
that's not accelerationism.
One of the reasons that I got out of it is probably around 2014, 15, we started seeing groups come up to Seattle and Portland from California, and they were much more like, hey, you better get in line with this.
What groups? Who? Individuals? Who?
and if you're not, there's consequences and there's pressure.
So you were being forced to take violent action, or else you might have been hurt?
Oh, not only that, but there was pressure, there was ostracization, things of that nature. Where
From California. Who from California?
you might get into it, say, like, because you don't like bigotry in the music scene, and then later on, it's you're going to adhere to these tenets and you're going to say and think these ways, and if you're on the fence at all,
What ways? Who? What the hell is he talking about?
silence is violence, and your comrades are going to become a problem for you.
Well, I'm glad you got out when you did. And
He's like, even this guy. What the fuck are you talking about, boy?
you're pretty brave to come on the show. And
Not really. You can't see his face, and he said nothing. Like, no evidence, just pure speculation. Like, what the hell is he talking about? Just so silly. This is a cartoon version of what leftism is. Like, the fuck is this?
thanks for sharing this with us. You don't hear a lot about this. It seems like such a tight-knit crew, and
Yes, because they don't exist. These people, Antifa has no influence. It's a bunch of college kids running around wearing hoodies and sunglasses, often LARPing. I don't want to be mean to them, but they don't have power.
and I'm really glad you're okay. Thank you so much, Eric.
Thank you, Jesse. Have a great night.
Click here to
Fucking hell. It's almost like a satirical skit like Saturday Night Live. I don't know, just insane. And no one's buying this. You look in the comments on this video, people are obviously, this is fake. And who is this for? Well, unfortunately, the Fox News viewers will be eating this up. This is how they see the left, as this cartoon version of, like, we're all violent. We want accelerationism. What? Insane. Tell me your thoughts below. Hopefully this has been fun in a time of darkness, fascism, and violence. Tell me your thoughts below, and I'll see you in the next video.